Hello guys and welcome back to the weekly or This Week in Trials or TWIT for episode 29. This week was, oh my god, it was something. It was a great time. I can't even begin to comprehend how much of just an absolutely horrendous week this was. And I feel like it's like every week it's just complaining because there's so much to complain about all the time. And it's unfortunate really. But we are at the end of a season, so it's worth noting that Destiny is always at a low point towards the end of a season, and we, as I'm recording this, have a season in literally less than, well, I think it's it's like 24 hours and 40 minutes as I'm recording this. A new season will be coming out, so that is wonderful. We're gonna have a whole bunch of new content, a new comp rework, new weapons and armor, and I'm excited for Iron Banner next season. But anyway, to get into what happened this weekend, because this video is not about what's coming next season, it's about what happened in Trials this week. And my god, was it absolutely devastating, and I don't know what's happening. I genuinely don't get it. So to start, on Friday, the game was having issues, tons of weasels, couldn't even load in the tower. When you picked up a card, it wouldn't save that you had a card, so you'd have to go I had to pick up a card five times in 15 minutes to even try to be able to play for first card. And the issues had been persisting from Thursday and carried on into Friday, and they didn't really fix the server issues till late in the, or I guess if we're going off West Coast time, because that's where Bungie is located, is on West Coast, they didn't fix it till mid-afternoon. But it's just I don't understand what's happening. The game is at a really low point, so it's not, we all know, no one's fooling anyone, it's not because of the population. There's no reason that the servers are having issues because people are just flooding in the gates to play Destiny 2, Trials of Osiris, and Destiny 2, and they're just having a great time. It's not that, it's I'm confused as to what the issue was. I'm assuming it was because they were doing some maintenance behind the scenes, and it was causing server issues, or I don't know. I'm but a armchair dev that sits here and complaints for a living, so but that was really frustrating and probably one of the worst starts to try. Oh yeah, also for me as well, this isn't something everyone experienced, but in the middle of first card, while all of this craziness with all the servers not working rather, my fault, my cat jumped off my balcony, or my deck, I guess. She jumped off, and I had to go outside and search for her for an hour trying to find her, and I couldn't find her. She came back, mind you, but yeah, my cat, in the middle of first card, while the game is just in shambles, AAA developer Bungie that brought you Halo previously in shambles, services, oh my god, what's happening? My cat goes outside or my cat's an indoor cat, and we don't have screens right now on the decks, but we still let him out on the decks, and she typically doesn't jump off the deck, but she did that day, and it was a really rough day for me, unfortunately. And I ended up not playing Trials that day, really. I just got off and then got that nuke. So the day went from really, really bad for me and very frustrated. I also woke up really early. It was just not a good day for me, Friday. It was a rough one. But it went from that to, then getting the nuke on Warzone, which made me a lot happier. I was pumped about that. I literally could not sleep that night because getting that nuke was so fun, and something I'd been trying to do for the past 3 days, and something I wanted to get done before this new season comes out, because I'm going to be obviously very focused on giving you guys new up-to-date content and keeping you guys on top of everything you need to know for PvP, and if I see an opportunity, PvE as well. So but that's Friday. So Saturday I took a melatonin. It was, I feel like this week was potentially one of the roughest weeks in Trials of Osiris for me personally. And I was doing carries, and we had some rough carries, and that'll happen. That's just part of doing carries. But I also played quite a few cheaters, and I'm really concerned about what the anti, it doesn't seem like the anti-cheats really keeping them at bay anymore at this point. They just kind of seem to be all over the place, and it's rather concerning, like I said, because I don't know, are they, I don't understand how they're able to get by. Like I said, I don't know anything about that stuff, I figure people spawning in heavy ammo, people getting golden guns instantly, how is that stuff not detectable by the servers? That to me is something that is physically impossible. Getting heavy ammo on the first round, physically impossible. There's not any scenario in any way, shape, or form, no exotic, no like mod, no perk that can make that happen. The only way that can happen is if you're cheating, and it just blows my mind that there is no way that the server cannot detect that, and there's been quite a lot of them recently. And I mean, once again, that's also kind of like a product of, you know, the population being at an all-time low, or maybe not an all-time low, but at a severe low point. Is you'll start to notice more cheaters, and like the more cheaters are, you know, the less people are going to want to play. And that's just, you know, that's coming from me. Like I'm like a top 1%, you know, player, and it's, you know, there's like almost not anything in this entire video game that I cannot complete, that I cannot, you know, it's, you know, the game is just pretty much, if I put my mind to it, it's going to get done. And like, for me, it's like, I don't want to play. Like it's just, and I can't imagine. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because what about the casuals? Like, what about the normal people that play the game? Like, what about them? How do you think they feel when they're like playing cheat? They probably don't even know they're getting cheated on, but like, they're probably not having a good time, you know, like, and I just hope that in the future, and we're definitely getting systems that are hopefully going to be better than like flawless pool, and hopefully, you know, I guess any cheat is as many people have said, is like a constant arms race, you know, against the cheat makers and the developers. So perhaps they need to widen the parameters of the battle eye or whatever. I don't even think that's what I don't even remember what the any cheat's called, I'm not gonna lie. But they need to widen the parameters of it, because like the fact, I mean, no one uses the respawn cheats anymore. So I think that seemed to be mostly what they targeted, was respawn cheaters, because that was something that was very prevalent. Like they would just keep respawning. Like you could kill them and they would have like wall hacks, aimbot, fucking infinite ammo, all that crazy shit. And then when you killed them, they'd respawn. And then it was just like, well, fuck, what the fuck are we gonna do now? He just respawned when he like should not be able to. And he's also aimbotting, wall hacking, fucking infinite ammo. So it's just, and he's probably RPMing. I almost forgot the RPMing one. That's a really fun one as well. And I perhaps, I don't know how they would be able to do that, but I think they, like I said, need to be able to find some way to detect whether or not you are like getting heavy ammo, having infinite ammo, getting your super instantly, like things that are literally impossible in any other situation unless you're cheating. Like those things need to be, like respawning, for example, that's impossible. You can't do that unless you're cheating in like modes like elimination or even like survival when you're out of lives. Like it, and the fact that like, I don't know, I just don't understand how the respawning, I think there also is parameters around like headshot percentage and stuff like that. But I can definitely say for a fact, because I've seen people lag out, it's like if you respawn too much, the server will fry you. I don't remember what, I think you get air code otter, I believe, and I think otter means that they send a report, like your account's been flagged and will get flagged if you use respawn. And I feel like that should also happen if you're using infinite ammo and Goldie and stuff. Like they just, like I said, need to set the parameters of what is flagged and what isn't to like a tighter scope, I guess, for investigation. And oh man, it's gonna be rough, I think, in comp. And that's mostly what I'm talking about this for, is like with the new comp or ranked rework coming, there's probably going to be cheaters. There's probably going to be people doing recovs and cheating, getting accounts to Ascendant. And I just worry how quickly they're going to be able to respond to all that. And I mean, I'm hoping they'll be able to respond to it like efficiently and quickly, but I don't know. It's... No matter what, we'll never be back to Beyond Light days. And I got to give Bungie credit there. The game has definitely improved in that regard. We don't have cheaters, so that's one less thing to worry about. Like, we don't have cheaters as frequently, and they are starting to ramp up more, but nothing is like compared to like Shadowkeep, Beyond Light. Like, those were just like devastating years of my life where it's just we were suffering heavy casualties from the heavily augmented soldiers on the battlefield, and it was just craziness. But it was fun sometimes too. Like, I'll say that too. Sometimes it's fun to play cheaters, so I don't know. Anyway, I had a really rough time this week. This actually was probably my roughest week ever of Trials of Osiris in a very long time. Like, I actually can't remember the last time I performed so poorly. I also didn't really play that much this week. This is probably the least I've played Trial. I played 10 cards. 10. I usually play like 30. And I mean, I guess that's, if you cut off Monday and you cut off Friday, it makes sense. I only played Saturday, Sunday, and I kind of played short on Saturday because I was very tired for the melatonin I had taken the night before. Anyway, I'm pumped for the next season. I hope you guys are ready for next season too. This video will be coming out we'll probably put this video out at 10 instead of the normal time that I put out videos, and probably going to be double uploading on Tuesday. If you're looking to keep up to date with all of the latest Destiny 2 content, PvP wise and metas and all stuff like that, please make sure to sub to the channel, as it is my mission to keep you guys up to date with the new metas and all of the PvP goodness in Destiny 2. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it helps me out immensely. And if you'd like to watch or support me in some other ways, make sure to go follow me on Twitter. We are less than 100 away from 12K, and go sub to my sub and follow my Twitch as well. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Get ready for next season, all the content coming out with that. Peace out.